I am making this video for those of you who may feel numb, who feel very disconnected, who are struggling to understand what's going on with themselves right now, find themselves getting too emotional or spacing out. This might mean that your body is energetically disconnected. So the reason this happens, there's so many reasons this happens. There are some main reasons. Your body is energetically disconnected. So along with my normal Reiki videos, I want to be doing teaching videos. I am a Reiki master and I do teach Reiki. So I enjoy teaching about energy, and I will be hopefully posting almost every day a video like this for you to just learn about different types of issues that you might be having and how to fix them. The body is basically what's connecting our spirit and our physical body and our mind as well. When it's disconnected, we might have a hard time focusing. We might space out a lot, and we might have a hard time controlling our emotions. Most of the time we'll feel numb, and then every once in a while we might have a burst of emotion, or we might want to cry and just can't cry. We also are finding ways to distract ourselves. Maybe we're scrolling on our phone all the time, which is what I do when I am disconnected from my energetic body. And it's usually very, very uncomfortable. Usually we're very confused. We don't know what's happening. Energy is just not flowing smoothly or properly through your chakras and through your mind, body, and spirit. You're alive, but not really present, Often people who struggle with this, they are very forgetful. They will space out during conversations. They might even have a hard time, they might know what they want to say, but for some reason the words are not coming out of their mouth properly, and they might have to apologize a lot. About why this happens. I've talked a lot now about how it might feel, how to recognize if it's happening, and just so that you know, this is going to happen to you. Every single person experiences this. It actually, you don't do anything wrong to cause this. It's just a natural part of your body and of healing. And saying that, if we're too focused on healing and we're too focused on our spirituality, sometimes this can happen too. And that's not a bad thing. It's good to focus on our spirituality. But if you are watching so many videos on healing and you are just so focused on trying to heal your traumas or trying to connect to a higher purpose, you might do it so much that these chakras up here, so your crown chakra, your third eye, and your throat, they're going to become much more active. And they're going to be pulling the energy up from your lower chakras. And we're mostly thinking about your root chakra. Now, your root chakra is kind of like your world around you. So feeling at home, wanting to get out in nature, taking care of your physical body. So you can see that these chakras are important. Your spirituality, even anxiety and being present in the moment, and being able to express yourself. But if this is taking all the power from your chakras down here, your creativity, your confidence, that's not good either, right? So we need a balance inside of us. Another thing that can cause it is traumas. And I don't want you just to think of these huge, big traumas. Trauma is anything that happens to you that causes you to really question the beliefs that you had about the world and about the people around you. So a smaller example might even be your mom. Your mom is somebody who you as loves you a lot, and if you hear them talking bad about you or find out they said something bad about you and that shocks you, that could be a type of trauma that happens. So it's not this huge over the top thing, but it's something that just shocks you and surprises you and challenges your ideas and beliefs. So I don't want you to dismiss that one. Just because you're like, oh, well, I didn't die, okay, well, obviously not, but, but, you didn't have anything huge happen. It doesn't mean that it's not important as well and that it's not going to affect your life. Another thing that happens is the scrolling. If we are scrolling so much, we are definitely going to become disconnected. Being around that much technology in and of itself is not helpful because we have energy up here This is what's going to be like our outside source energy. Our energy down here is going to be the world, the physical Earth's energy. So when we're on technology all the time, that's pulling us up into these chakras and down from these ones. It's to like any overstimulation. So like if you have kids, you know, like sometimes they're on you, or you're constantly being talked to, or maybe at work, like there's so much to do and it's just too overwhelming. You know, if you're overstimulated, you're being overwhelmed, this can happen too. And it's kind of a protection, you know, your body's shutting down so that you can keep going. But we don't want to stay in a state of shutdown. If we stay in it too long, that's when we start to go numb. That's when we start to have these emotional outbursts, when we start to feel like we're losing ourselves a bit, you know? Another way that this can happen to us, I forget, is through emotional burnout. So if you have relationships that you are carrying the emotional baggage, if you are, you know, if something bad has happened to you and you are experiencing a lot of grief or a lot of anxiety or anger based around that, then that could also cause you to get into this state. Once again, it's kind of a protection. We're trying to protect ourselves from feeling too much by going numb, but yeah, it's not necessarily the best place to stay in. The best ways to help heal this, it's really easy actually. It takes time and consistency, but it's not that hard to heal this type of thing. So we're looking at grounding type activities. So gardening, we're looking at actually physically getting outside, maybe going camping, going outside without shoes on, going to a park, even looking at nature is a form of grounding. So get some pictures up in your house or put plants in your home. Also, if you have a TV, sometimes I like to turn on my TV and just have a nice, beautiful picture of a field and some nice relaxing music or bird sounds. That helps you ground, all of that. So try those type of activities. Another really good tool is salt. So I always suggest to people to use salt when they're struggling with this type of situation. Having a salt bath, soaking your feet in salt, carrying a little salt pouch with you when you go places. Yeah, that type of thing. Also, drink a lot of water. When our energy is not synced and our energy is stuck, a really good way to move it is through water. A lot of our energy is held in our stomach area. It's like our second mind. And when we're drinking and we're digesting food properly, then our energy will also be flowing a lot better. So the next thing is breath work and visualization. So visualization, you can just close your eyes and I want you to imagine your mind, your body, and your soul just connecting. You can imagine them in a row if you want and imagine a light going between them. You can even take physical representations, like say a candle, a book, and even your physical body, and you can just hold them and imagine the connection between the three objects. You can do any type of visualization that kind of makes you feel a connection and a good flow. Picture waves, picture a breeze, anything like that, okay? And another way is for you to do deep breathing. Deep breathing is really, really good because it is calming. It's calming your mind, it's calming your spirit, and it's also making you physically aware of your body and being in control of your body, okay? So we right now are going to do a little bit of a deep breathing activity together. So I want you to just relax, and you don't have to do this right now, you can do it later, okay? It's very simple, not hard to remember. So first, we want you to breathe in, and I want you to feel how your body feels as you breathe in. And then breathe out and feel your body concave on itself. Come close as if you're giving yourself a hug. Okay, now breathe in, feel the expansion, and breathe out. Allow your body to collapse. Good. Okay, now we're going to breathe in, and I want you to imagine a white light filling the center of your body. Breathe in, and breathe out. Feel your body collapse again, once again. Now breathe in,
And imagine that light expands a bit more. It goes up to your chest and down into your lower stomach. Now breathe out. Now breathe in. And imagine the light expands up to your throat, down to your pelvic floor. And breathe out. Allow your body to collapse. Now breathe in. And I want the light now to go up into your forehead and down into your legs. Now breathe out. Now breathe in. And I want it to go up and around your head and down below your feet. Breathe out and relax your body. Now breathe in. And this light is now going to go all the way around you. It's going to create a bubble around you, healing and keeping you safe. And breathe out. Feel your body collapse in on itself again.
And relaxed. If you have a sensation in your body somewhere, maybe your throat, maybe in your feet, maybe in your head, that feeling that you're having right now, focus on the physical aspect of it. Breathing activity like that will be extremely beneficial. Even breathing in and noticing the temperature of the breath as you breathe in and breathe out, or feeling your stomach expand as you breathe in and go in as you breathe out. Any that you do where you are focusing on your body. So you can even work out. You can also get a massage. That's also helpful. Good excuse as well. And also when we're struggling with this, it's a good idea to write things down. As I said, this is going to be caused by something. And it's always helpful to know what's causing issues in your life to help prevent it. So when you go to bed tonight, or even right now if you can, I would love for you to sit down, take a minute, and do some deep breathing. Find out where you're feeling that sensation and just write it down. If you feel it in your throat, then later on you can just Google, what does it mean when I'm holding energy in, and then put that body part, okay? Or how to heal a chakra when I'm feeling the energy in this body part, okay? I might also make a video on that later on this week about the different places of energy and what they mean. And then I want you to write down in your journal when you notice when you are feeling very, very distracted. If you're feeling distracted constantly, that's okay, write that down. I'm constantly feeling distracted. But then really take a moment to think about your day. And was it somebody specifically walking into the room that made you feel like, oh, okay, now I just want to scroll on my phone? Was it maybe going home? Was it a certain responsibility that you had that made you kind of shut down? And then I want you to take a moment and to think about why. Like maybe that person is just annoying and you don't want to talk to them. Or maybe you need to have a big conversation. Or maybe you're feeling like you're not progressing in work and work is causing this like numbness, or there's a coworker that's causing you a lot of issues. And then I just want you to write about why you think that this might be happening. Finding the cause is always going to help with the solution. Anyways, thank you guys for joining, and this is my first talking video. I'm hoping to do more. If you liked it or didn't like it, leave a comment below of why so that I can learn, because I really am wanting to learn and to do this and to help people and share my knowledge that I've spent some time learning. But yeah, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you guys next video. Bye.